This is my base model MacBook Pro. It's an M1 Pro with 16 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte of storage. And over the past 5 years, I've used this as my primary computer. This thing has handled everything, and I really never thought that I was maxing it out until recently. Over the past year, I feel like I'm really stretching the limits of this computer, which naturally has me thinking maybe it's time to upgrade. I knew this was gonna happen eventually. I just thought maybe I had a little more time. With the use of AI and just everything, all the computing needs that I have these days, it makes sense that this is happening. I've had this M1 Pro MacBook Pro since it launched in 2021. I got the base model, 16 gigs of RAM, M1 Pro, 1 terabyte of storage, and it's been totally fine. This has been my main computer since 2021. Now, prior to that, before the M chips released, I switched to PC. We were in this time where Apple was kind of falling behind, and it made a lot more sense to build a PC for the price and just the power that you get from it. And then the fall of 2021, the silicone chips released, the M1s released, and everyone was like, okay, finally Apple is back, because the amount of speed that came from those was just unreal. And ever since I switched, the PC played less and less of a role and eventually just found its way living in my closet. We're at M5 at this point, and they're just insanely fast. Like, the computers are absolute beasts. So the easiest fix would be just go out and buy the latest and greatest MacBook Pro. Just go 64 gigs of RAM, 100, whatever I can get spec'd out wise there. M5 Max, it's all just the fastest thing out there. It's so quick, but it's so expensive to buy a computer right now. M5 Max, 64 gigs of RAM, 40 core GPU. We're looking at $4,600. And also, I just don't want to spend $3,000 to $5,000 on a computer. Like, this computer still works great. I just need more computing power. So I think I'm going to beef this up and go back to PC, at least for a little bit. I've already picked up one thing for this PC that I think is going to be a good start. I got this on Amazon. This just showed up last night. This is the Ryzen 5900 XT. And I did some research and I looked up what would be the best option. Obviously, the 5900 and the 5950 were the two top options when it came to my needs as a video editor. But the problem is the 5950 I think is discontinued. It's like really hard to find, and it's also pretty expensive. Wherever I did find it, it was like $700 or $800. This was like $300, or actually this was cheaper on Amazon. This was like $280. When I looked up the difference in computing power based on what I have now, the 3700X and this, I mean, I'm doubling the cores, so the multi-core performance is going to be quite a bit better. I think the single core performance is going to be like 20% better. These are numbers that I got off of Claude. In my PC, I also have a 3070, which I got in 2020. Still great. And I have 64 gigs of RAM in there. I'm still running the AM4 motherboard, and I didn't want to switch over to AM5, at least not yet, because that's going to cost way more money. So I would rather upgrade this computer for, let's call it $600 total between this and a couple of things that I'll probably get for it, versus dropping $3,000 to $5,000 on this MacBook Pro. So this might be a good solution just to get me moving a little bit quicker with stuff that I already have. All right, it's been a few days. I wanted to wait because Amazon Prime Day was coming up, and that's happening right now. So I obviously already purchased the CPU. I got this Kraken Plus 240 liquid cooler just because I think this is the only one that's going to fit in that case. I almost purchased another case for the PC, but I just decided, like, there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, it doesn't look as flashy. I do need to keep it kind of simple for this. So I'm gonna start installing these. See if we can do it. First try. Is running. We've got fans there. All right, it is the next morning. I spent most of last night just kind of dialing everything in, getting things set up, getting all of the customization of the PC kind of back to how I had it before. So this is kind of funny timing. My buddy sent me this article because today they announced that Apple is going to have a significant price increase on their MacBooks. So MacBook Neo, $699 up from $599, M5 MacBook Pro going up like $400, M5 Pro MacBook Pro $200, M5 Max MacBook Pro is going up $500. That just kind of goes to show where we're headed with not just Apple products, but everything in the computing space in general. Interesting timing there. I definitely feel a little more validated on my choice to do this. After I got everything set up last night, I ran a few Geekbench tests on the PC and the MacBook Pro just to kind of see where we're sitting. The PC on the CPU test got a single core score of 2,249, multi-core score of 11,746. The M1 Pro got 2,455 single core and 12,880 on multi-core. So still faster than the 5900 that I have in here, which isn't too surprising. Obviously the M1 Pro is a beast. Where things change is in the GPU testing. The MacBook Pro being 43,700, the PC 136,834. Obviously GPU, I do a ton of video editing and I run DaVinci Resolve. 64 gigs of RAM running in here versus my 16 gigs in the MacBook Pro. I think I'm gonna see a lot of performance benefits there when I start doing a lot of multitasking. I sent the Geekbench test, a photo of it to Claude, and it said that the RAM where it was set could be one of the issues why I'm not getting faster CPU speeds. So that's something I'll have to deal with. As I get everything set up, I'll kind of keep dialing it in. Now that the PC is up and working, it's time to set it up on my desk. All right, so I finally have everything set up here. There's still some things I need to do to it, but real quick, I have both projects mirrored on my PC and my MacBook Pro. I'm just gonna do a quick render between the two and see which one is faster. Some of you probably aren't familiar with DaVinci Resolve or editing in general, but essentially this is a 4K timeline and I'm running noise reduction on each clip, which naturally will make this play super slow. In gaming terms, if you're more familiar, think of it as like having your graphics set to the highest setting. That's probably the easiest explanation for what's going on here. On the PC, we're getting 24 frames. So this is playing in real time with noise reduction, with the timeline in 4K, no issues. Let me go to the MacBook Pro, same timeline, same effects. We're getting about 13 frames, which means it's playing like essentially half the speed. It's actually not playing right now. You can see how jumpy it is. It's trying to catch up. So now I'm going to do a render test. I'm going to render both of these at the same time and see which one finishes faster. All right, not surprising, but MacBook Pro rendered in 22 minutes and 30 seconds, and then PC 11 minutes. So literally half the time to render on this. Also plays back in real time. Again, not surprising, just exciting to have that speed again. All right, I'm pretty happy with those numbers. So the total cost to upgrade and kind of revive this PC was $380, which is a pretty small price to pay for the speed that I got here. There's still a lot I need to do just to like fully integrate this back into my workflow. There's some hard drive reformatting and just getting things set up so I can seamlessly bounce between my MacBook Pro and the PC the same way I was doing it before. But I'm very excited to have this back. I don't know why this just sat in my closet for so long. I think I just got used to using the MacBook Pro and just kind of didn't think twice about it. But now that I'm running these timelines again and just seeing how much faster the performance is for my video editing, I'm super excited to have it back. So I'll make a few more videos on this and my process and what I end up doing with the PC. I'll probably bring more PC content to the channel as well, but I want to thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully it was somewhat entertaining. I know it was more of just like a random vlog of reviving the PC, but if you did enjoy it, be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel. I am on the road to 50,000 subscribers. I'm trying to hit it by September, and I can only do it with your help. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one.